Today's subject is Pharmaceuticals 2. In chapter number 4 is solid dosage form and subtopic is classification of powder. In last lecture we have to see the classification of powder, that is bulk powder for external use. And we have to see the dusting powder example. And in this lecture we have to see the bulk powder for external use, that is about the insufflations. What is insufflations? Insufflations are the medicated dusting powders, which are the medicated dusting powders meant for introduction into the body cavities. It is important, meant for introduction into the body cavities such as nose, throat, ear and vagina with the help of an apparatus known as insufflator. That is called as insufflator. Means what is insufflation? These are the medicated dusting powders meant for introduction into the body cavities such as nose, throat, ear and vagina with the help of apparatus known as insufflator. Means you have to use the apparatus that is called as the insufflator. And how it is works? The insufflator sprays the powder into a stream of finely divided particles. Into a stream of finely divided particles all over the site of application. This is the working of the insufflator. Insufflator, how it works? It sprays the powder into a stream of finely divided particles all over the site of application. Then next we see the following difficulties are occurs, however generally faced by using the insufflator. Means when the insufflators are used, the following difficulties are occurs. The first difficulty is it is difficult to obtain a measured quantity of drug as a uniform dose. Means it is difficult to obtain a measured quantity of drug as a uniform dose. Then second is it get blocked. It get blocked when it is slightly wet or the powder used is wet. If the powder is wet, the insufflator cannot work because it get blocked. And the first is it is difficult to obtain a measured quantity of drug as a uniform dose. Means continuous you do not give the uniform dose when simple insufflators are used. And second, it get blocked when it is slightly wet or the powder is wet. If the powder absorbs moisture, then it is wet and it is difficult to get a proper dose. Means it get blocked when it is slightly wet or the powder used is wet. Then next is the insufflations should be finely divided powders so that a stream of fine particles of medicament get applied to the site of application. Means insufflation contains a finely divided powders, and how it is works, into the stream of fine particles of medicament get applied on the site of application. The next is nowadays the insufflations are available in the form of pressure aerosol. This is the advanced form of insufflator that is available in the form of pressure aerosol. And how it is advantageous? Because these pressure aerosols are used for administration of the potent drug. Potent drug means in small quantity it gives the desired pharmacological action. For administration of potent drug, nowadays the insufflations are used in the form of pressure aerosols. And these pressure aerosols are used to administration of the potent drug, because potent drug means in a small dose it gives the desired pharmacological action. The next is the method has the advantage have the excellent control of the dose through the meter mode. Means with the help of these pressure aerosols you have to give the uniform doses, because it is advantageous, it gives the excellent control of the dose to the meter wall. With the help of meter wall, you have to set the dose and you have to spray a stream of powder to the application. Means it is controlled application is used with the help of metered ball. Then next is it is also protect to the product from external environment. Means protection of the powder, finely divided particles or the product from the external environment. Means with the help of new advantages, because the insufflation apparatus insufflation contains the new form of pressure aerosols. And what is first advantage? Which is used for the administration of potent drug, and second, it extends control of the dose to the meter wall, and third is it is protect the product from the external environment. And last is what is use of insufflations. The insufflations are used to produce the local effect. Generally, it is used to produce the local effect as in the treatment of ear, nose, and throat infection with the antibiotics, or to produce a systemic effect also. It gives the local effect, or it produces the systemic effect from the drug that is destroyed in the gut. Gut means a long tube which is present in the body, and it passes the food when it is removed from the stomach. It is the form of gut. Gut means a long tube present in the body which passes the food when leaving from the stomach. Then what is the use of insufflation? Insufflations are used to produce the local effect as well as the systemic effect. In local effect, it gives the treatment of ear, nose and throat infection with antibiotics, or to produce also the systemic effect from the drug that is destroyed in the gut. So this is all about the insufflation. Then third type of bulk powder for external uses, that is snubs. Then we have to see what is snubs. These are the finely divided solid dosage forms of medicament which are inhaled. It is important. Which are inhaled into nostrils for its antiseptic, bronchodilator and decongestion action. It is called as the snubs. What is snubs? Snubs contains the finely divided solid dosage forms of medicament which are inhaled. This is important. Inhaled into the nostrils for the action of first is antiseptics, second is bronchodilator, and third is the decongestion action. Then snub is used, and it is inhaled into the nostrils for its therapeutic effect. For example, antiseptic, bronchodilator and decongestion action. Then next is the snubs are dispensed in flat metal boxes or with the hind lid. Means snubs are dispensed in flat metal boxes to easy inhalation. With the hind lid means it is compactly packed. Means that is protected from the external environment, because it contains the finely divided solid dosage form and it is inhaled by the nostrils. Therefore, it is dispensed in flat metal boxes with the hind lid. Then next type of bulk powder for external use is dentifrices. It is commonly known as the tooth powders. Then dentifrices or tooth powders are applied with the help of toothbrush. Applied with the help of toothbrush for cleansing the surface of the teeth. The action is cleansing the surface of the teeth, and they contain a suitable detergent or soap or some abrasive substances and a suitable flavor. Means the tooth powder contains, the first is the detergent or soap, suitable detergent or soap, which is the action of abrasive substance which forms a foam, and second is it contains some abrasive substance. The abrasive substance which remove the stains or debris and residual stain of the teeth, and it contains a suitable flavor for the flavoring property. Then next is the example of abrasive agent. The abrasive agents such as, this is the examples of abrasive agent. The first is calcium carbonate, then magnesium carbonate, then sodium carbonate and sodium chloride are some examples of abrasive agents are used in fine powders in the preparation of dentifrices of tooth powders. A strong abrasive substance should however not be used because it may damage the tooth structure. Means the strong abrasive substance should not be used because if it is used as it may damage the tooth structure, because these abrasive agents are remove the debris or residual stain of the teeth surface. Therefore, strong abrasive substance not used because it damages the tooth structure. Then we have to see the example of dentifrices of tooth powder. Dispense 50 gram of dentifrices, that is NFXL, National Formulary 11. Then you have to see the prescription. Prescription contain RX hard soap in fine powder 50 gram, that is detergent. Then precipitated calcium carbonate 935.0 gram, that is abrasive agent. Then saccharine sodium, that is 2.0 gram, it is used as a flavor or sweetener. Then peppermint oil 4.0 ml, cinnamon oil 2.0 ml, that is used as a oil in the dentifrices as a flavoring agent. Then methyl salicylate as a therapeutic agent 8.0 ml and take a tooth powder. This is the prescription of dentifrices or tooth powder. Then direction to be applied on the surface of the teeth with the help of toothbrush. This is the direction. Then next we have to see the simple method. Then first triturate the saccharine sodium, then oil and methyl salicylate with about 1/2 of the precipitated calcium carbonate. This is the first step. Means you have to first triturate saccharine sodium and then these oils, peppermint oil and cinnamon oil and methyl salicylate with the 1/2 of the precipitated calcium carbonate, that is abrasive agent, and mix with the soap and mix the soap with the remaining portion of precipitated calcium carbonate. Then second, this soap, hard soap in fine powder is mixed with the remaining portion of the precipitated calcium carbonate. Then simply mix the two powders thoroughly and then pass it through the fine sieve to get the fine product or fine dentifrices of tooth powder. So that is simple method of this prescription.